Honorable Member for Sabatia, I think you better go to the back. There seems to be a mic working.
Yes. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity that you've granted me to address this House for the first time. And before I say a few words, I want to thank the President of the Republic of Kenya and his deputy for being elected in those offices. I also want to thank the Speaker, the Honorable Moses Wetangula, and you, Madam Speaker, Madam Boss Sholei, for being elected by this House as the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker. I also want to thank the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, the Chief Cabinet Secretary of the Republic of Kenya, who happens to be a resident of Sabatia constituency where I represent. He assisted me so much, and I must say thank you to him for the support that he gave me throughout the campaign period. I also want to thank Sabatia people for the opportunity that they have given me to serve them as their area MP for the next 5 years. We have 6 wards in Sabatia, which I would like to name with speed. Liaduyo Izava Ward, where I come from, Chavakali Ward, Sabatia West Ward, Busali Ward, Wodanga Ward, North Maragoli Ward. Those are 6 wards. The people from these wards overwhelmingly supported me, and they voted me in as their MP with the highest number of votes, and I would like to thank them so much. I also want to thank my woman rep, Madam Beatrice Sadagala, and the outgoing MP, the MP who was there before me, Alfred Agoi, for the support they accorded me. I must thank them. I also want to thank my opponents, whom we battled so much. They gave me the experience that I required to emerge the winner, and I also must thank them because they were worthy opponents, and I must thank them for being there to help me get to where I am. The people of Sabatia have a lot of problems, and just to name but a few, we have youth unemployment, which is hitting hard in that constituency, and I must say we must do something to ensure that we are rectifying the situation. We have poor road networks, which is also making connectivity in the villages and to the nearby constituencies a very big problem. So we will be seeking to push this agenda through this House to ensure that we have good roads through the CDF that we are hoping will be reinstated very soon. We have bursary issue, where in the past we have been seeing discrimination in the issue of bursaries, and we are seeking to ensure that once CDF is reinstated, we will do equitable sharing of the bursaries based on the need basis. We also have the housing problem in Sabatia, where many people are living in abject poverty that they cannot put up homes for themselves. We have leaking roofs, which in the past we have tried to work on a few, and we are seeking to continue doing the same through the programs that we are going to set in the nearby future. Touching on the President's speech, I singled out one element to do with the Hustlers Fund. The President said we will capitalize on existing technologies both in the public and private sector in distribution of the Hustler Fund. I'm urging the people and especially the youth in Sabatia to tap into this by going for ICT training so that they can be part of the Hustler Fund distribution, which I'm very sure is going to work well for them. I also want to commend the President for proposing transformation of KRA from Kenya Revenue Authority to Kenya Revenue Service in a bid to make it a people's friendly. One thing is that when we are paid, especially for those people who are earning salary, a big percentage of that money goes to KRA through pay, And so this one is supposed to, the change of name from Kenya Revenue Authority to Kenya Revenue Service is supposed to make KRA a friendly partner to the people who are paying taxes through the same organization. Far from that, security has been a problem in our home constituency of Sabatia, where there are so many cases of rising cases of insecurity, and this, the security organization in Sabatia, our police stations are understaffed. So we'll be seeking maybe through this house, when the standing orders are amended to allow cabinet secretaries appear before parliament to answer to questions, we will be putting questions to the cabinet secretary in charge of internal security to ensure that our police stations within and across Sabatia constituency are well equipped and well staffed to ensure that we are increasing the security situation in our constituency. Far from that, the president also touched on subsidizing fertilizer and bringing the prices down to 3,500 shillings. I want to report through this house to the people of Sabatia that our fertilizer was received at the Chavakali NCPB depot, and the farmers should be ready to purchase the same fertilizer at that rate through that depot. I want to thank the president so much for the second time for having stood with some of us to ensure that we are making it to this house. Lastly, it was supposed to be the first, but I thought it should come last. I want to thank God Almighty who made all of us come to this house, and I'll seek all MPs who have been elected for the first time and those who are in, let us stand together. Let us ensure that we are working for our people, and I'm very sure my neighbors in Muhaya, Amisi, Vihiga, and Luanda will stand with me as I will stand with them to ensure that we are addressing the issues surrounding our constituencies in a good way to make our county of Vihiga a better place than we found it. Thank you.
Thank you. Member for Malava, who will be then followed by a member for Migori.